It's a show on Amazon.
He's like the evil Superman on his show.
See, I'm
Yeah,
not a caveman. I watch my shows on cable.
Boomer.
It won't be on cable.
He's a boomer, I swear to God.
Me?
Yes, you are. You're doing the Charleston while you watch your cable TV.
Hey, we have just hit the
Well,
roaring
we are in
20s
the
again.
roaring 20s now.
Oh my
Yes.
God, no.
So
Here we come.
so we're I guess as my preliminary heads up, there's gonna be a lot of us here tonight, so let's all do our best effort in
To not talk over each other.
not destroying each other. It's gonna happen, and it's okay.
Where's the fun in that?
Listen, here, you
No.
boy. Let me tell you about things.
I'm gonna have to duck out at one point in the middle anyway, so
Well, yeah. So basically, once Matt's gone, this
the party
won't
begins.
apply to anybody.
Oh, yes, you know how hard it is to get me to stop talking.
Like right now. Jeez. So we're live right now, right? We're just not in show mode. Okay. I don't know why I'm. Do we have a hashtag we want to use for the haul? I'll mention that right now.
Oh. SPP holiday, I guess.
How are we gonna spell holiday?
HAULID.
You want to spell weird?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, type that out. So what Sarah and I are discussing here, we forgot to mention it in our promos for the show, but we did mention it at the end of the last podcast that we also want to see your Christmas haul, your loot, your booty. Show us your Christmas booty.
Oh yeah.
I want to see Jack Blade's Christmas booty.
I do squats, so it'll be paid off.
Jax just wraps his butt cheeks in a bow. And he's like, there I am.
Open to your pleasure.
Alright. So there's the hashtag we just posted in the chat. Hashtag SPP holiday.
HAULIDA. It's a pun.
AY.
We apologize to
Yeah,
everyone.
like
who missed
you
it.
spelled it all the way to holiday.
I thought I said Y, but I guess not.
You probably did, but I wasn't listening. So we want that. We're also interested. What are our other submissions? We're having
New Year's
people?
resolutions. A lot of people have posted that in reply to the original post
Okay.
that I did about that.
Cool. That's easy.
I haven't resolved anything. I've been perfect all along.
Nice. Yeah, what's in this one? Twitter.
So Matt, I guess I'll mention this because otherwise I'll probably forget. But that case did end up finishing early, quotes on early, but like within the range that they thought it would.
Cool.
Yeah. So,
Do you know what the verdict was?
guilty on both accounts. Gross vehicular manslaughter and murder.
DUI. Oh, murder. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it was sorry. The first one I think was intoxicant. I forget, but yeah, no, it was determined that it was DUI basically, and murder. So, and the case ended on the 19th, or not ended, but that's when the jury said guilty.
All right, should we kick off?
Yes, I know.
Is Laura coming?
I'm
She's
here.
She's already here.
Oh, good.
Wait, you guys
is Hero
hear me?
coming?
Yeah, we hear you.
We can hear you now.
Who were you asking about?
I just messaged him. I don't know if he's coming or not. Hold on.
Hero probably looked at the lineup and went,
No.
I gotta do this one.
He's not coming to
He
the
said
podcast?
okay in the our other
text my mom
servers,
real
so
quick.
he should be coming here soon.
Okay.
and then we'll start. What?
Why is she asking?
Because my mom's a curious cat.
A jellicle
That's
cat.
that's
Yeah, I'm
timeless.
about to say.
Wait 1 second. I'm getting feedback from somebody.
Is it me?
I don't know. Everyone just start talking. Just everyone.
Talking.
Hello.
I guess it doesn't
Hello.
work if everyone's talking. 'Cause then I
Yeah,
can't
no,
tell.
you can't tell.
You're
I think
dumb, Sarah.
I think it's either Laura or Jax.
Hello.
It might be me because I have a new headphone situation that's also a microphone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Here, I'll turn off the headphone microphone. Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, that should be better.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that
that is a
sounds
lot
so
better.
much
The
better.
voice quality's better.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Nice.
All right.
All right, shall we?
Let me just move this over. Yeah, and we're good.
1 second, guys.
It's Saber said to wait, right?
I think so.
That's what I thought I heard.
Gosh, and I get here on time and everything.
Matt,
Race.
I was gonna say something about like that on time for us is 10 minutes after the hour.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna be hungry already. I'm seeing some of these food posts, and I'm like, I want them. What's so funny?
I was thinking of a joke, but
What's the joke?
in Matt's time, it's 1 hour after the hour.
Oh!
I'm just kidding, Matt.
Whoa!
No, you're not.
Whoa!
It's because of that one time where Matt showed up 1 hour late to dinner when we left the same place. At the
Was
same
it
time.
only 1 hour? I thought it was more than 1 hour. We finished eating before Matt. We left the same place, and Matt was like, "I got this. I know California and its freeways," and we used the GPS.
Oh my god.
It wouldn't have actually been that much of an issue, but I think we were going to a Monster Jam event that night, and we were going to film.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my god, did Matt go to the wrong restaurant?" He's so quiet right now. He's probably not happy with us.
We love
Oh
you,
no, I'm
Matt.
just eating.
Oh god, what are you eating?
Well, I should probably.
food posts.
Yeah.
I probably should, but that would require me to use Twitter, and that's like above my technological skill set.
Did you know that his Twitter was deleted at some point?
Matt's was?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he gets too political and
Oh, yeah.
he says all the bad things about people.
He never used it.
I told Matt to stop saying bad things about people.
So you don't use Twitter? I guess you really aren't a millennial.
See, told you.
You still are, though, in the technical.
Yes.
Is Saber back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are we good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Semi-Perfect Podcast. It is 2020. 2020 years ago, something important happened. And Sarah's here to tell you what that was.
We counted the first year.
Thank you, Sarah.
Recognizing the birth of the baby Jesus.
Thank you. So, welcome in. This is the first Semi-Perfect Podcast of the year, guys. This is us getting off to a good start. So, welcome in. I am very well rested and happy to have you on here. We have actually a pretty big podcast ahead of us, so we'll jump right into our introductions. With me, as always, sitting next to me, and beautiful as ever, everybody please welcome in Saber Spark.
I knew you would do it. I love you. Hi. Merry.
We've
Happy
already
New
known
Year.
that.
Happy New Year.
Oh, and Toodles.
Happy New Year.
Oh.
Sitting on Saber's lap.
What?
Oh Lord.
What?
Because Saber's sitting next to you, so where am I gonna sit?
He's got two legs, don't he? Yeah, right.
Well, with that, let's welcome in Laura.
Well said.
And of course, you hear the giraffe himself, Panama Matt.
No, he's not here yet. He's got to be like another 5 or 10 minutes late.
Okay, that's what I figured. Paleo Steno in the house.
Hello? Yes, I am also in the house at the same one as Saber.
What? Okay, let's make this extra weird.
Am I the only one that didn't get invited?
Well, we're
Wait,
not
can we
there.
just address that both of them are in my house?
Lord,
And I am not.
Oh, this is your house, Laura? Oh my god, I'm sorry about
Yeah.
that. I'm just-
Oh, and that
No,
is
it's
the
my
voice
house.
of Jax Blade, who's joining
No,
us
hold
here
on.
tonight.
Jax, Tommy Oliver, Matt, Hero, and Paleo visited me for New Year's, but I moved into Laura's house because she's let me stay here, so we can sync up later on in the year for whatever. Long story short, New Year's party at Laura's house without Laura, and right now during this podcast,
I love working.
yeah, Paleo and Jax are still at the house, so we're all at Laura's house.
Wait, Laura's
I'm
not
eating
at
her food.
her own house?
No, because I'm working somewhere else now, so I still have the house that Steven's living in, but like I'm renting an apartment, and Steven's paying me rent to live there.
I am so
It's-
confused.
Yeah.
It's intricate.
It's a nice house.
Yeah.
It was a nice house before. Well,
Before
we'll
the
get
war.
Before the thing Paleo did.
it. We also have Hiro Solshi.
What's up, guys?
Hey. So, yeah, we got a lot of people here.
Did you introduce Paleo?
I did.
Okay. Just fine.
But I'm going to do it again. Paleo Steno, everybody.
Hi.
Oh, yeah.
So, as we always love to kick off, guys, this is the first food post of the year. I know that you're going to give us the best food posts ever. This is to kick off a decade of food posts. That's right. Semi-Perfect Podcast will be around for 10 more years, at least. So, calling it now.
I hope we will.
Yeah. This will never end. All right, Taylor says, well, what's on my menu for tonight? This is the one I saw, and I'm like, I'm going to be hungry. A carne asada burrito with taquitos and guacamole, or as AC Ray Space likes to call it, America's favorite meal. That's right.
Glorious.
Nathaniel says, currently having a mixture of rice and beans with Alfredo sauce chicken and stuffing as I listen to the Semi-Perfect Podcast. That sounds
It sounds
interesting. That sounds like the type of meal where you're just like, what's in the fridge?
I mean,
I've-
I'm hungry, so it looks good.
No, I mean, it looks good. It looks, yeah. But how many, I'm sure everybody here has at one point made those like midnight meals where you're just like, you know what sounds good? Pizza. And, well, see, the problem is I'm going to say something and go, no, actually that does sound good. But like, what was it that we made? Like, I think we took deli meat, Parmesan cheese, barbecue sauce, tortillas.
Yeah.
I was at Tommy's house. And I was like, Tommy, let's just eat everything in your kitchen at once. And he's like, yes. We also have Anime Guy 01 says, here's some of the food we had at the Shiva at my house.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Cookies.
Oh, yeah. Of course they're going to have cookies. Anime Guy 01 hooking up with the cookies.
Tiniest plate of vegetables.
That's all you need. That's more than enough. Jack's Blade doesn't like salad.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Got, Railroad Bunnies for the first Semi-Perfect Pod of 2020. I've got some thick, fresh, homemade mashed potatoes.
thick.
Baked seasoned chicken and lemonade. Happy New Year, guys.
So they got thick food and baked food. And linen food.
The baked chicken almost looks like a baked potato.
I thought that was a cookie when you pointed at it.
we got Nora Mermaid. Happy New Year. Semi-Perfect Pod. I was gonna make something intricate tonight, but I got lazy and decided on frozen pizza. By the way, here's a tip: don't burn yourself getting the pizza out of the oven like I did.
Good tip. That's a New Year's tip right there. That's a take that
That's a
one with you.
life-saving tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I did that a couple months ago when putting a pizza in the oven. I accidentally hit the rack on it and burned my finger.
Did you die?
You love boobs.
Did
No.
you die? The thing is both responses that Saber and Jax had made sense to me.
Yeah.
Rosie says, listening to these weirdos play D&D at my new home tonight. No food right now, but I may grab a snack later. Oh, everyone has a new home this week. Look at that.
We got Princess Deadpool, full plate of chicken tenders, rice pilaf, and green beans after a day of working inside a 7-Eleven.
What is rice pilaf? I know that this is me as a 31-year-old asking
Matt.
this
It's
question.
rice that you peel.
Oh my god.
What?
It's rice that you peel off.
Rice that you peel.
Wow,
Matt,
thanks,
what's,
guys.
what's rice pilaf? Where's Matt? Did he disappear already?
No, I'm
Okay.
here.
Do you know what rice pilaf is? I figured you would know.
Near as I can tell, it's just a way of cooking the rice.
We just
in,
lost
in a,
someone.
in a way that usually in stock or broth with spices, in such a way that the rice doesn't clump together, so each individual kernel or grain is nice and fluffy.
Oh.
It's not unique to rice,
Half
which is why they say rice pilaf. But pilafs are pulaus.
Jax, wasn't that a villain from Dragon Ball, Emperor Pilaf?
Yeah. Yeah, he's like the main villain of Dragon Ball. He came back in Super.
Oh lord.
Well, now we know what his inspiration is. So Jory, will warn everybody now, has a potentially offensive picture here. Glad to watch again for the first time in a long time, and what a way to return with some Dominoes. That must have
So
been why.
offended.
I know. I'm sorry. We like to.
For some reason, his stuff's always marked as adult content. Let's see, we've got Jermaine Universe. Got my snacks ready for semi-perfect pod. Some Lay's Ridges, sour cream and onion, and crush.
Click on this. This whole layout kind of just reminds me of one like a picture you'd see in one of those like meme pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got like, oh, here's the video game box, an unopened orange soda, and OD on. You can't really see it the way it's cropped in our stream, but yeah.
I don't see what you're seeing.
I don't either. Okay,
All
next
right.
one.
That's funny. When you open it up, it goes away, but when you put it back to the regular thing, it, yeah.
Hmm?
Weird.
Was that all of them?
Let's check our notifications.
All right.
I think we got some.
We're gonna see spoilers
holiday
for our next thing.
Yeah, I think that was all the food posts.
All right. Cool. All right. So we made it through food posts. So, as usual, I want to find out what everyone's been up to. It's been 2 weeks, right? Yeah,
Yes.
2 weeks. What everyone's
2
been up
weeks and a
to
day.
in the last 2 weeks. Saber, I know you've had a wild 2 weeks, as you kind of alluded to earlier, that you've moved.
Yeah, I recently moved. Kind of flying by the seat of my pants. Laura.
Doesn't that give you a wedgie?
Oh man, right in the good spot. But,
That's how Gabe gets around. He attaches his underwear. Sorry, go on.
what a dad joke. But I visited Laura for Christmas. We get to celebrate together at her apartment and just chill and hang out. Watch Rise of Skywalker. That was. Will we talk about that later?
We can. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll.
I
don't want to
I got-
spoil it. It's such an.
I got a spoiler screen ready for it.
So we'll bring that up later. Yes, yeah, we'll discuss it a little bit later.
Well, we hung out, and then we got back to my place. I had to move, which Jax and Hero and Paleo and well, I was gonna say Tom and Matt, but they didn't show up to help move because they were late. So
Or smart.
Convenient.
they helped me move, and yeah, that's where we are right now. Just trying to get things up and running right now. So that's been my last 2 weeks.
Nice. Now, naturally, we're going to transition back to food. Yes, there was
We
one
missed
food
one.
post. Void in Void says, for this evening, a nice plate of linguine aglio e olio. Really garlicky pasta. Blanketed with cheese and some unsweet tea. It's one of my favorite dishes, but I'm certain my life expectancy lowers every time I eat it. Tomorrow, salads.
Hey.
Nice.
Garlic is healthy. Nothing like a little alio and olio.
So is cheese. It's just good for you in general.
No.
No,
You
no.
gotta get dairy in there
course there's-
They're
somehow.
eating carbs.
It's only good for the soul.
Well, Laura, how about you share how your last 2 weeks have been with us?
I have no soul.
But you like cheese, so it's good for your soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've been good. I I did Christmas things with my dad and his family, and then I came back here and did Christmas things with Steven because he came up to visit. And then I went back up to New Jersey and did Christmas things with my mom the next weekend, and now I'm doing work again. So I've been running around a lot.
Nice. Busy. Busy. I'm always on the edge of my seat to hear what has been up in the last 2 weeks of Hirosashi. So, Hiro, please. I'm ready.
I played a game called Hollow Knight, and I beat it yesterday, and it was really, really good. I should have listened to people that have been telling me to play that game for a long time because it was really good. If you like Metroidvanias, I really recommend it. Other than that, I moved stuff in my parents' house because, of course, I did. I'm always moving stuff. And I relaxed with my kitty cat. She's been good.
Oh, the kitty.
Awesome.
Very good. Very good. Jaxblade, what about you? What has your holiday season been like?
Work. Tons of work for the new year because like New Year's is always great for fitness people because everyone's trying to get in the gym, so that's good money. But
New year, new me.
yeah, exactly. Perfect. I'm well supportive. You guys go and get that. Then besides that, came down to visit for the New Year's party, which was fun. It was cool. We had a bunch of cake, helped Saber move stuff. He almost got me and Hiro arrested with his quote that he had to say, so that was funny.
You do know you're gonna have to explain this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so me and Hiro were helping him move, right? And then like we're just moving stuff and throwing it into his truck. And like Saber just like walks out. And I'm wearing just a black tank top because it was surprisingly hot when we first got there. It was like 60 or 70 degrees out. Like
Yeah, it was warm here.
it was really weird. But like I get there and all of a sudden like we're all moving this stuff and me and Hiro are just like wiping our faces like, oh, and then Saber's like, good job boys, the robbery was a complete success. And, this is and I'm just like, I look like a thug and I'm just like, why are you saying this? I can't do anything. And so like we had to like skedaddle on out of there, but that was fun. And then we came to his house, had a bunch of food. I had my birthday. I level 29 now, so that's good. All joints feel all right now, I feel, I guess. And yeah, and then I stayed like a few extra days because I was just like, oh, what the hell, I'll just. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice. New year, new me, Paleo Steno. How have your last 2 weeks been?
Pretty good. Just did like family stuff during Christmas. With my aunt and uncles. And then I went to visit my mom and hung out with her on Christmas Day because usually on Christmas Eve is when we everybody comes over to my dad's house and we open presents there. And then usually on Christmas Day I'll go see my mom. And then I came up here to visit Saber and I moved the TVs and stuff with him in my car and then waited for Hiro and Jax to get here. Then I had to look after Lammy while they went to almost get arrested. So yeah.
Excellent.
I love my friends.
And then we got Panama Matt. How have you
Yes,
been
he is.
these last 2 weeks?
Yeah, Quiet Storm said in a super chat asking, how is the back?
How is the what?
Back.
The back.
How's your back?
The broken back.
I mean, flexibility is returning. Still irritates me every now and then. Can't ride a bike yet. Hurts too much. But
You'll learn someday.
more,
Don't worry.
yeah, right. On a happier note, or a more energetic and enterprising note, I just got back from a week up north where I have my second office, and also got to spend Christmas with my girlfriend and New Year's with her too.
See, even Matt moved. Kind of. Matt half moved. Moved half.
Now I just live in two places. It's great.
It's like Grand Theft Auto when you start expanding your safe houses. That's what Matt's doing.
Exactly.
Well, glad to hear that the back is getting better. Also, we just got another big old super chat. Missy, super chat.
Missy, you're a nut and we love you.
Oh, thank you, Missy, again for your generosity. We will always thank you with our thank yous. Missy gave us an update saying, Viva released Pony Polka animated tribute. I thoroughly enjoyed watching the entire thing animated and suggest you guys do too, if you have not already. Also, had a good Christmas and New Year's. The lady got me the Rainbow Dash brony shirt that I never could find. Nice. And yeah, Viva, this Pony Polka animated video has been like in the works for years and years, and
like since 2016, I think.
Yeah, it's been like a really long time. I know Viva was very excited about releasing it. I haven't actually seen it yet online.
It's fantastic.
But I did see it. She released a version, a pre-version of it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess a work in progress at Alicon.
Yeah.
So I got to see like it with a whole bunch of people, and it was like Laura said, it was fantastic. It's
yeah, we gotta
a
watch
lot
that
of fun.
together after the podcast.
Yeah, Sarah and I are gonna
For
watch
what
it.
it's worth, though, Viva, we hope that you are safe because we've been seeing
Yeah.
Australia in the news.
Oh yeah, seriously.
Be safe.
Yep, Australia going through a whole bunch of not good stuff right now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can relate in a way to it, but I'm just like, every time I turn around, I'm like, it's still burning. Like, holy cow. But yeah, to all Australians,
Stay
hope, stay safe. So that leads it to us, Sarah. Our last 2 weeks have been eventful. So as people have been seeing on my channel, I've been releasing the honeymoon vlogs from our cruise that took place last year.
Yeah.
And that is actually going to be just about everything's done with those. So those are going to be set to upload over the next few weeks while I completely hunker down on the Bronies React to the finale. I've been kind of piecing everything together for it, and now it's into hard mode with editing here coming up. I'm very excited. It's going to be the biggest Bronies React to ever hit, as you all will see. But Sarah, what have we been up to in our last 2 weeks?
We went on a cruise
Where?
to Mexico.
To Mexico. And how many GoPros did we kill?
3.
3.
You killed them.
I
didn't
killed
do anything.
all.
I refused to touch a GoPro in the water. Therefore, I have erased myself from any liability.
Yeah, true.
Race. In all the time of the low budgets and filming with you at various racetracks, how did you manage to nuke 3 GoPros?
I can explain this quickly. Tommy and I, we use these GoPros as onboard cameras for cars, but in order to make them last through long endurance races, we hook them up with basically like external battery packs for phones. And because of our modifications to the cases, they have become less waterproof, of which I thought I could fix with some really good duct tape. And I jumped in the water with all 3 at the same time.
Speaking of, LBT Productions is here.
Whoa!
In the chat.
That's not good. I like how Tommy's like, no, take your time explaining. Tommy's in the house.
I mean, I want to hear the story.
Well, I mean, that's it. I mean, we were gonna go snorkeling, and we jumped off of a plank, so there wasn't like easing it into the water, and they just stopped working, and I was like, why? And then I'm like, I have to explain this to Tommy, who's now here. But that was a really bad 5 minutes, and the worst part was the snorkeling itself actually wasn't that spectacular.
Yeah.
So I was like, I killed these for nothing.
The cool part about the snorkeling is that you got to ride a pirate ship.
Yeah, so we were on a pirate ship, but again, this entire cruise, there's so many stories from it, but I did film it much in the same style that we did the honeymoon vlog. So that is something to look forward to in the next 5 years. So, yep. No, what is Tommy saying? Can you believe he graduated school? Wow. Thanks, Tommy. I deserved this, though. I called him. I was like, so I did something really stupid and managed to do it 3 times at once.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all idiots. It just depends on how and when.
That's so funny. I didn't know Tommy watched the show. Now I know he's keeping an eye on us. Now I'm afraid. Flynn with a super chat says, I can't give as much as Missy, but here, have some monies. This is one of the few times I can actually watch the podcast live. You guys rock. Thank you, Flynn.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Glad
much.
you were able to catch us live.
Yeah, and everything is appreciated. If you're wondering where these are getting through, there's a super chat option on the chat with YouTube.
Yep.
And it helps keep the show going, helps us upgrade our equipment. We've incredibly
And heaven knows they need help with upgrading it.
Oh, you have no idea. Like we've been able to really upgrade a number of components of this podcast, and we thank everybody for their contributions to it all. So thank you so much. Also, super chats can be submitted for the Q&A session later, but you can go ahead and send super chats whenever throughout the show. Okay, so to finish off us though, the cruise was awesome. Yeah. So it was a lot of fun, and I cannot wait. There's a lot of moments on this one too that I think you're all gonna get a kick out of. Yeah, we put ourselves on the line. Sarah did ATVs.
Yeah, we did ATVs.
Nice.
Me, him, and Jeffrey's sister, or Race's sister. It was fun.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, a lot to come from that. Any other things you want to mention from that, or?
No.
Okay, so I have one.
Watch the vlog when it comes out next year.
Hopefully before that. So I have one other little story. A coworker of mine, he messaged me. Actually, he didn't message me. He came up to me at work a few days before I left for the cruise, and he's like, "Hey, so I'm watching this episode of The Toys That Made Us." Did I tell this? Mm-hmm. Did I mention this part of it already?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So he came up and was like, "Hey, I there's an episode on the show I watched called The Toys That Made Us about My Little Pony," and I'm like, "Oh yeah." Now, for those that don't know, I was on that episode of Toys That Made Us, so I just kind of sat back and went, "Oh," and he's like, "Yeah, they have some footage from like conventions, so keep an eye out for you." And I'm like, "Yeah, let me know if you see me." And I got a text message, like a couple days later from him, and needless to say, he was very excited. He was like, "What the heck?" Let's see here. He said, "I woke up early, could not get back to sleep, so I decided to finish watching The Toys That Made Us pony episode. I was not prepared. You made it to Netflix. Congrats." Yeah, he was just like, he had a what the hell moment when all of a sudden my face was there. So I imagine most people had that. Hopefully they were positive what the hells though.
Yeah, because I didn't know you were in that episode either. Like I remember watching, I was like, "What the? When? Wow!"
I did not tell a lot of people about that. I forget who I did tell about that. I know Sarah knew because obviously I tell her some things.
Yeah.
And she went with me, and she's my wife. So, with that,
and she just knows.
She knew already.
Yeah, I got to sit in the cafeteria of the studio that he went to for his interview.
Was it a nice cafeteria? They had Doritos, right? Which you
Yes,
can't eat.
Which I can't eat.
Okay. I don't know why I remembered Doritos. Sarah, I'm going to let you lead this podcast as far as what direction we're going to go next.
Okay. Do we want to like talk about movies first before doing to like resolutions?
Sure. We could do a little bit of the movie conversation.
May I make a
Yeah.
Yes.
You may make a
question for a question for a
yeah.
podcast?
Yeah.
I saw this on Twitter where it's saying, all right, one movie and one actor, all right, but the movie is everything's played by Muppets, but the one except for one actor in that movie. So I pose this question.
Is this an existing movie?
Yes.
Yes, an existing movie that is being all the characters are replaced by Muppets except for one actor.
I mean, the Christmas Carol, obviously.
No,
that's already.
But who's replaced Matt?
Oh, so like you could do like.
A post can be changed.
Oh my god.
To be honest, the first thing that popped into my head was Mad Max Fury Road, and
Oh my god.
the
yes.
live actor would be the main guy.
Any of the Bourne movies.
Witness me, little Kermit, arms flailing around.
Witness me!
I don't know
I
why.
am your redemption.
Forgive us.
I know there was one that Saber said, and it made me laugh. And
No, I can't.
there's another one I thought of after he said it, but like, yeah, it was like Schindler's List.
Oh.
Oh no! Paleo said one that was like almost worse, where he said "Passion of the Christ," but
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Passion of the Christ. Yeah, like, and Jesus is the only one that's not a Muppet.
So maybe my suggestion isn't as bad because the first thing that for some reason popped into my head was Titanic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why is that the one that pops into my
Who's
head?
the live actor in that one?
So like 12 Years a Slave.
The captain.
And, like, Peter Nyong'o, and the rest are just Muppets. That's terrible. That's horrible.
Oh.
Saving Private Ryan with the Muppets running up the beach.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, and then someone pick up their arm. Oh my god.
Oh!
Good lord. Good thing that was a fiction movie.
Let no bad happen.
Don't beat me, Massa. Don't beat me. Get on the floor, please.
Oh no! Oh no!
Silence of the Lambs. Clarice is the only one that's not a Muppet.
Hannibal's already a Muppet.
Lord of the Rings. Gandalf's got a little puppet body floating after the Balrog.
Terrible. Winter Soldier. Beat Chris Evans. Everyone else.
I got one that'll throw you for a loop. Cars.
What's that?
Lightning McQueen is the only actor that.
You stop that. Movie's already a joke.
That's right. I look forward to seeing where you rate certain things on your worst movies of ever, or whatever your list is.
Oh god.
Let's see how that goes.
Yep, Saber's got that's something to look forward to. Now, is that for 2019 or is it? No, it's for the decade, right? Cause
For the decade, yes.
Yeah, because I know Cars 2 was in there, and amongst other, there was some interesting choice. So, how did people submit for that? I was curious.
I asked my Twitter, and then I asked my YouTube, and I said, submit. You know, whatever bad movies you think are worthy of being on worst for the decade. And there were some submissions I do not agree with, where folks are like, "Oh, Wreck-It Ralph 2" or "The Good Dinosaur." I'm like, no, absolutely. I mean, I'll put it on the list just so I can shoot these down. But yeah, there are some suggestions that I was like, what are you talking about? Like, Wreck-It Ralph 2 is nowhere near the worst movie of the decade. Like, what are you watching?
Yeah. There's worst movie, and then there's like high expectation and maybe didn't meet expectation. They're not equivalent.
By the way, Flynn gave a good suggestion. Marvel Cinematic Universe, everyone but Thanos is a Muppet.
Everyone but Thanos.
That's amazing.
That'd be like an animated episode. That'd be perfect.
And Tommy's signing off. Bye, Tommy.
I don't feel so good. It's Muppet fluff.
God. Now I'm just like,
please cast the MCU, but with Muppets, because I need to know who would play whom.
yeah, it's like Saw.
I mean,
So,
oh god. Fonzie could be Thor because he's a goof.
I guess Jigsaw would be the actor, but he's
the
playing a puppet.
oh my god, that's wild.
That's how he fits in.
You've broken him.
All right, I took us way off the beaten path. So,
No, it's good. That was
Yeah,
good.
it's
I will always enjoy those. Always feel free. So actually what we're going to discuss right now are some recent movies that came out. Now, the way that we do this, for anyone that's new or anyone that just needs a reminder, is we're going to put up spoiler screens for the movies we're discussing, because some of them might be movies that you don't want spoilers for. Some of the movies that we will be discussing, do you want me to read all 4 of these?
Yeah.
At this point, I think...
don't know about
4
the last,
movies.
I don't know about the last 2, if they're even... Maybe...
4 movies.
Well, those 2 have been out longer.
Okay, alright,
were you just saying you don't know if you have anything to say, or?
Yeah.
I'll just say
I
it.
mean,
I'll just
not
say
a
it.
lot.
So the movies that we'll be discussing, and we'll have spoiler screens for each of these. And what we'll do is when we put up the spoiler screen, we will be discussing spoilers. So if you want to mute the stream, once that spoiler screen goes down, you are safe to come in, and we won't be discussing that movie. So I guess we'll just kind of go in order instead of me just listing off all of them. I'll just mention the first one we're probably going to discuss right now is Cats.
Cats.
Meow.
Hell yeah.
So let's talk about some pussy. And
Get our jellicles already.
you know, before so Sarah, you got your spoiler screen.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and put that up.
Oh, okay.
As if this movie had any form of some
I
spoil.
stopped a super chat mid blink.
You did. We just yeah. We'll get to that. We'll get to that
super chat, Mr. Hunter.
So again, we're going to be discussing Cats. We may be discussing spoilers. I don't know if that's going to stop anyone from seeing this movie or convince anyone to see this movie, but yeah. So that's your warning. Also to anyone that's in our, any of our podcasters, if you want to duck out, now's your chance to avoid Cat spoilers. Anyone?
I thought you were gonna say it's your chance to avoid cats.
Well, that was implied too. Okay, so here we go. Cats. Has everyone seen this movie?
Yes.
Nope.
I've seen the play, so I know enough.
You've
Well,
seen
the play is good. This is not the play.
Or is it
Is
though,
it?
Laura? Is it though?
Actually, it is. Don't even start with me.
Is the play good?
That's why I knew you would get that
Yes.
reaction. That's why I said it.
Does this
The
movie?
play is beautiful. It's a performance piece. The movie is like desperately trying to get awards by doing something that's already renowned for being great, but for all the reasons it's
Is it?
great means that
remember
it
seeing
can't be a movie.
My
I
impression
remember
was that
seeing it in
Cats
fourth
was
grade.
like the equivalent of like Rocky Horror Picture Show or like The Room, where it's got that like cult following. But I don't know.
Does it require me to be a cat person to understand these movies or shows? Like,
No, it requires
No.
you to be like a theater person. If you don't enjoy performance art for the sake of performance art, then there's nothing of appeal in Cats for you.
I'm never
Which is
gonna go to
fine.
the theater
Yeah,
I
like,
like it in my
you're not gonna
Chevrolet
like
movie.
it.
ever again. No, I'm kidding. Anyone wanna take the baton on
I'll
this?
say my piece first.
Go for it.
When you kind of shut your brain off and just enjoy it for what it is and not like try to make sense of anything, I enjoyed it. It was fine. Like, it's fucking weird, but like I'm just like, hey, I like the dancing. Some of the music's good. I think my favorite two numbers was Scrimbleshanks, the Railway Cat, and Magical Mr. Mistopheles.
Mistopheles.
So I guess, unfortunately, maybe I should have known going into this that I should have turned off my brain sooner, because like for me, the first half of the movie, while it wasn't like, I kind of just had that like head kind of half cocked to the side, like squinty-eyed, confused look, because I was trying to figure out what was going on. I was like, what's happening? What is the? I felt like I was like, did I miss something? Sarah and I discussed this right after we saw it, and it was also, part of it is in theater type of sing songs. You get this. They don't like to tell you what's happening with words. As in, like,
They just sing everything.
They like to metaphorically explain everything.
My favorite character was Ass Pump, the dick-looking cat.
But
Ass
the
pump.
thing, like, one of Sarah's points I don't get, because with the dancing stuff, like the whole point of like seeing something live is to see the choreography and everything. With this, like, there's dancing, but they cut a lot
They do.
during the dancing, so it's not all one shot. So that it's not as impressive as seeing it in person.
Wait, was that your
I
point?
mean, I like. Well, I just said that I liked the dancing,
Oh, okay.
but like Yeah, in
No,
any
it's just
sort
saying
of
like,
like.
I'm just saying that like it would be a lot more impressive if you actually saw the play.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's yeah.
Which I guess
Because
is
it's all
on
happening
YouTube.
at once.
Isn't the play on YouTube?
I'm not gonna don't look at me. I'm done with cats. No more cats.
Jeffrey, take me to the theater.
The one thing I learned from this movie is that cats are not dogs.
Is that stupid rap?
That was the thing. That in
That
fact
was-
that was a spoiler
That was
that
a
I hit
lyric.
before I saw the movie. Somebody said I learned this, and I went, oh.
Well, Laura's, when I was hanging out with her during Christmas, I was talking about that one cat song with the fat cat.
Yeah.
And
That was the first
Oh,
one
yeah,
I
that's
understood, by the way.
thank you. I'm right there with you. I thought I was having a stroke when I was watching the video. I was like, I can't understand it. Is it me? No, it couldn't be. And yeah, it was the movie. It was hard to understand. But then the fat cat showed up and he's like, and I was like, that wasn't so bad. And Laura's like, well, I said, Laura, is the musical better? And she like pulled her phone out and pulled it out the song, and it was like an opera singer, and I'm like, this is much better than the movie.
Better than
Like-
James Corden as a cat.
By leaps and bounds, was it better?
Yeah, no, that was definitely the first song that I went, okay, they are speaking English. All right, we can move forward now.
What was your cat's name? Like, if you guys were the blank,
Wait,
the yada yada cat.
There's gotta be a name generator for this. Let me look.
Yeah, didn't they say they have 3 names, but they only said 2?
They
Yeah.
lost me so quickly.
Because that's why I was counting. I was like, what's the 3rd name?
They explained it in metaphor. I was like, I can't. And cat name generator. Here we go. Cat musical name generator.
All right.
Felina's
Felina's Jellicle Names
name-
Generator.
All right.
Okay.
Which generation do you belong to?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna link this in the chat so everybody can
Yeah, we
figure
need
out
everybody to do this. Do you want to put it in the regular chat, and we'll see if anyone.
Also, for everybody in the Discord server, do Race and Sarah keep cutting out for you?
Yeah.
They've been doing that
Yeah.
for
For like many podcasts. What?
yeah.
You guys are telling us now. It's a new
I've already
year.
told you before.
We've told you.
Well,
Many times, in fact.
we don't care.
Oh, Matt's not here. He can't admit that he's a millennial by clicking this because it says 82
Oh, yeah.
to
Wait,
82 to
where did
2004.
you post it?
Why does it say it did not work in the office? Because I sort of do, but I sort of don't. I don't know. Ah, damn.
Sarah's doing hers right now, and then I'll do mine. Saber, it's in the chat.
Oh, I see it. All right, so does the chat know what we're doing right now?
Yes.
Yeah, we
Okay.
actually posted it in the in the YouTube chat. If anyone else wants to
Oh yeah, there we go.
join in. Wow, they have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Goodness, I thought this was gonna be like, "What's your name?" Okay, you're Jeffrey the Catty. Oh,
Jeffrey the burrito pounding cat.
you have no idea.
Fitness is life.
I'm so excited now. I feel
So
left out.
with Cast and Musical, the part of the movie that just like made me realize this is going to be super weird is as soon as Rebel Wilson shows up and like her number, and then she reveals this curtain, and like there's these mutant little mice, and they look even worse than the cats.
Yeah, that shit was.
Yeah,
so
I didn't
fun.
know. So I learned that cats eat cockroaches. I had no idea. That was-
Yeah, those cockroaches look horrible.
All I gotta say is that I realized what kind of movie I was in for when Rebel Wilson was spreading her legs in front of me, and I was like,
Oh yeah, that too.
My ineffable, ineffable, deep, inscrutable, singular name is Silhouette.
"Your name's Silhouette." All right, my turn.
All right, it's Jeffrey's turn. Does anybody else have their name?
I was born in the greatest generation.
I don't. What the fuck? Okay, this is weird. Ineffable, effable,
It's very specific.
ineffable, deep and inscrutable, singular name, Emerd. I don't know what the fuck.
Abominable.
I don't...
Copy and paste it in the chat.
Fuck off, Jack! You bastard!
That would have been a great name for him.
I wish.
Oh wow, one of these questions has a perfect answer for
Yeah, I
me.
know. I saw that.
Dolphins.
I guess. Guess.
Oh, I was just reading.
All right. I got mine.
What is it?
I am the ineffable, effable, deep, inscrutable, singular name, Samble.
Samble.
Sam Bull. Like a bull, Sam. Okay.
Thank you.
What?
Yeah.
What?
My ineffable, deep inscrutable singular name is Shin Kansen.
Shin Kansen.
What?
Oh my god, musician.
You a gangster?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like that. Shin Kansen.
Interesting. I'm still going through this. There's a lot of questions.
Yeah.
How often do I work out? That one's easy. All fitness is life.
Yeah, that's right. That was my perfect answer.
Getting out of bed is enough of a workout for me. Good option. All right, Sarah.
All right.
So is there anything else anyone wants to say about cats while I finish this up?
I'll have to look up the musical then.
Goodness me. Why is my... Stop it, Mom. My mom's texting me. Well, we could... I guess if we're done discussing spoilers, we could pull the spoiler screen down.
Okay.
Oh,
Just
you need to do that, huh?
get your name.
I'm sorry.
Laura, do you know what your name is?
I don't know how to say it.
Oh.
Oh,
It's,
what?
Hilaria.
It sounds
I
like a
think.
disease.
It does sound like a disease.
Does anybody else have a name that they would like to share?
I'm ineffable, effable, F and then effable, inscrutable, singular, Emerdon.
Emerdon?
Sure.
Right.
Hello?
Oh,
Hello.
It's all quiet.
What the... Wait.
Saber, are you live?
Oh,
Tom. You're a Tom.
what?
I'm a Tom. All right, here we go. Everyone's been waiting.
Race's jellicle name is... You click on the orange button. There
Oh,
you go.
wow. Oh, wait. Now, did everyone... I need to do this part.
Oh.
Did you do that part?
No, I didn't do that part.
You didn't enter your name?
No, but I'm fine with my name, Silhouette.
Okay. My ineffable, effable, effeminable, deep and inscrutable, singular, inevitable, is
Ellery.
Ellery. You know what's funny is it's really close to Ellie Ray,
Okay.
which was of course
Ellery.
that individual at Fiesta Equestria who's pretending to be friendship is witchcraft.
What are you doing?
Ellie Ray.
Yeah, it's working for me.
Yeah, it's working for me.
What's working?
We're not.
No, we were just yelling at each other.
Saber got disconnected somehow.
Why is it always me?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
there you go. So we are no longer going to be discussing Cats spoilers. All right. So that is down. So, I guess the next movie on our list that we can discuss. Let's save the big one for last.
Alright.
Okay.
But we already did cats.
Oh.
So, who wants to talk about Jumanji?
I saw that.
All right, we're gonna. Do you have a Jumanji spoiler screen?
No,
Sam?
I
There we-
can just
there we
do
go. I'm
general spoilers.
All right. So for anyone that does not want to hear Jumanji spoilers in the podcast, we will pull you back in. This is, of course,
What's Jumanji?
the Robin Williams Jumanji from 1996 that we're going to be discussing.
Awesome.
Yeah. What is it? Is this technically Jumanji 3? What is it?
Jumanji 3?
Yeah, technically it is Jumanji 3 because in the second Jumanji, there was a reference to Robin Williams' character in Jumanji. So yeah.
It is technically a
three.
third.
Yeah.
Man, they made this confusing. So again, I'm going to remind everyone every time we do this, but as long as the screen is up, we're going to be discussing Jumanji spoilers. Everybody that's in the podcast is good to talk about Jumanji. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I saw the previous one that came out a couple of years ago, but I didn't go to see this one. But I don't really care that much about
But you're
spoilers
the
for
movie man, Paleo.
Yeah, Paleo.
You're the movie man.
So,
And it has The Rock. He's your favorite character in WWE.
in every movie.
In every movie.
Every movie is.
So, Sarah, what did you think of Jumanji?
I liked the previous one better than this one, but I still had fun with it.
Yeah.
I really wish that Jack Black was Bethany longer in this movie, because they did a whole thing where, like, oh, you know, we got the old people in there, so therefore everybody's kind of, like, switched up in their roles, and I'm just like, but I really liked Jack Black as Bethany.
I enjoyed the bits, like, where they had the, like you said, them playing their older character people.
Yeah.
I thought there were some good moments in there. This was very similar to the first movie in a lot of ways, which probably isn't too surprising. But I do think that the first of these two was better in that it carried that originality a little bit more. But I got laughs out of this one. I enjoyed it. Glad I saw it.
Yeah.
So, did anyone else see it?
Yeah, I did.
What did you think, Jax?
I agree with Sarah. I like the first one better because there was like a bunch of stuff where the characters. I mean, like The Rock's pretty much The Rock in every movie, but like seeing him act like not for himself, it was fun in the first movie.
Yeah.
And then like in this movie, he trying to make Danny DeVito. It's just like, bruh, you're just not doing it. Because like we're talking spoilers, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So like, there's a scene later in the movie where they all switch bodies. They find out like the Jumanji water can switch their bodies, like they can go to different characters and stuff like that. So like, there's this one Asian actress, I forget her name,
Aquafina.
but Aquafina. Yeah, there we go. Aquafina.
Great water, by the way.
A good
Yeah. She does a really good Danny DeVito like impression. Like it's really funny. Like it's actually like on point. So it's like sort of like, Rock, my dude, like you just got shot. I don't know why you tried to do that. But Kevin Hart acting as not Donald Glover, Danny Glover. I always gotta get that right. I thought that was funny, just the way he talking, like every time he talked like that, like
what in the Sam Hill?
Sam Hill is going on. Yeah, that was hilarious to me. But yeah, it sort of felt like it was just repeating the same beats to the first movie because it's like, well, we can't do the exact same thing as the first movie, but we got to switch it up a bit. And when they switch them all back to their characters at the end, I will say this though, some parts didn't sort of make sense to me. For example, Bethany. Well, I did like Jack Black as Bethany in the first movie. In this movie, they show her in the real world and she's acting all mature and stuff like that and great. But then like when she's in the game, she's like, hey, come on guys, let's do it. Let's right, team.
Guys,
and it's just,
we're back in Jumanji.
and it's just like, so did your personalities change when you enter that body? Like what the heck? Like, and for the most part, I thought it was just like a fine rental of a film. Like I go watch it at home. But like the ending, like had me laughing my ass off with what they did with one of the characters turning into that freaking My Little Pony character. It's just like, okay, that was something that happened, I guess. Yeah.
So this is actually, for anyone that saw the first Jumanji, I feel like this is just as much of a topic, but I'm curious who else has this feeling. But talking about Bethany, and I forget the other guy's name, the guy who's like a dad with a family.
Oh yeah.
There's like, to me, there's like this like weird energy,
Yeah.
given that he's, you know, a totally married man and she's a young college girl, where I'm like, they are so excited to see each other. Like, those two in particular are so excited to see each other that I'm like, you know?
Okay.
What do you mean
Yeah.
okay? Like, there's,
No.
100%,
I mean, yeah.
there's like a weird sexual energy between
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Right?
It doesn't help that she was a horse when she like first gets in the game. too,
Yeah,
so it's
the
just
first
like-
scene we see is him riding her.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah, literally.
A
Yeah, it's
horse.
true. And he keeps like petting her in these weird ways, like, "Yeah, this is my horse, Bethany." And
Smacks
just,
her
like,
ass. Yeah.
It was a bit awkward. Like their relationship was always weird because like in the first movie, it's like, oh, okay, she's crushing on him because he looks like a Jonas brother. Okay, that makes sense. But then like when
Right.
we get to real world, it's like, oh yeah, I'm a dad and all this stuff. But like when she went to go meet him and at night to be like, we got to go back in the game. It was a bit. I was getting those feelings, right? So it's just like, yeah, this is something you need to tell me between you two.
Yeah,
It's
I'm like, I was waiting for his wife to show up and be like, who's this?
Mhm.
Oh, don't worry, she's
This
cool.
is the girl that I named my daughter after.
Yeah. Before
Yeah.
she, yeah.
Yeah, the more we talk about it, the more weird it gets. It's just like you named your daughter. Okay.
Yeah. So I just wanted to make that point. If nobody else, any other points about Jumanji anyone wants to make?
I guess for second movie was better. This is just a fun little rental. I mean, there was nothing in it. Danny DeVito scenes were great in it. Like he's always great and stuff. So like all that scene of him in the beginning, and like I did think that was like a really good message. And like I actually did really like the bond between Danny Glover and Danny. Both Dannys. I just realized that. Yeah. So I like their relationship. And then like seeing them in the game talk as well through The Rock and Kevin Hart was funny, and like they had like a surprisingly wholesome sad moment, and I was like, oh, that's actually kind of touching. And then the end, I sort of lost it, but it was like, okay, that was funny.
Yeah.
It was good that you.
Nice. All right, so we're gonna wrap up our spoiler conversation about Jumanji there. So that is done. And then we also had a note out that we I don't know how many people have seen it, but to briefly discuss Knives Out. Has anyone here seen it?
I haven't, but I want to, so I'll
Okay.
step out if you're going to talk about it.
Well, if no one else has seen it yet, we could just wait to talk about this one. So, I think we'll wait, and then at some point we might just be like,
It's a good movie.
yeah, it is. We enjoyed it,
Yeah.
so that's all we'll say about that. Okay, so that said, I guess we will move on, Sarah, to our next movie.
The big one.
This one's a big one, and this one I'm gonna hammer it in that we are gonna be discussing spoilers, because this is probably the biggest involving spoiler conversation, and it's the newest, I think. Star Wars. So again, reminder: if you don't want to hear spoilers about Star Wars, just mute the stream. You don't have to leave. When this screen goes away, oh my God, sorry. When this Star Wars spoiler screen goes away, then you will you'll be good to come in and not worry about catching any other spoilers. So again, for anyone in the podcast, who's going to be ditching for this one, or has everyone seen Star Wars that cares?
Sadly.
He's
So-
right.
So okay, I just want to triple check that everyone here has seen Star Wars, because you know how I am. I hate spoiling. I hate getting spoiled, so I don't want to.
Well, I haven't seen it, but I don't care. So
Good man here.
Yeah.
That is the
Yeah,
right
yeah,
attitude. Well, everyone gets to enjoy this spoiler screen regardless. So from this point forward, we are discussing spoilers for the new Star Wars movie. Who wants to take the? Who wants to take it here?
I'll go.
All right,
Okay,
Jax.
No, because I remember the first night I saw this, I literally had to go in Discord and I just ranted to Saber and Hero for like 30 minutes about the bullshit that like in this movie. Because like honestly, the thing with me in this movie is I honestly, I'll first let me say this. I honestly don't mind the Force Awakens as a movie. I actually enjoyed that. I saw that like a few times in theaters. Like it was a reboot, but it was like, oh, I'm enjoying this for what it is. I really enjoyed Force Awakens a lot. Then Last Jedi, like it was like had its ups and downs for me, and then I'm just mad on that film. And then like this movie, I just went in with literally no expectations. I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna see how they conclude it. Like I was telling the guys this was like, I just need to see, because 2019 was the year of conclusions. I just want to see this and how they go about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was honestly just there was some stuff I will give credit to. Like there's some stuff visually I did like, but like everything else, it was just like so much like overstuffed fan service that I couldn't take it. So it was like, oh, this thing came back. Are you going to explain that? Oh, by the way, look at this. You recognize this? Yeah, but what about that? Oh, guys, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And it's just like all this stuff, like they keep stuffing it in, and it kept feeling like so overfueled with stuff. And there was like so many character things that they didn't get a chance to finish. Like there's this whole scene with freaking Finn trying to say, Ray, I need to tell you something. Oh, what do you tell me? Shit, I don't know. Whatever. It's just like, like
yeah, that never got.
Did they never explain that?
No.
They never said anything.
They never did. They honestly never did. And it was like so frustrating because it's just like, what did you
don't
say?
do that.
Like this entire movie was just Finn shouting Rey's name the entire time.
Ray. It's just like, oh, I really like Ray.
They didn't know what to do with Finn, and like a lot of people I've seen said that like they think that Finn would have been a better main character for this trilogy. Like Rey could have worked, but then they fucked it up kind of.
Yeah, he turned into the Krillin of the trilogy. So yeah, it's just like so sad. Like, because there was a lot of stuff with like Finn that could have been really creative. Like, oh, I'm a stormtrooper who used to work for the Empire, but I realized
because that's an interesting trait about him.
Yeah, that's super interesting. And then it's just like, oh, the first movie built up like this really good relationship that felt organic with Rey. It's just like, oh yeah, we both came from this, we both saved each other, we both like each other. But then like Last Jedi happened. It's just like, hey, here's a Rose. This is gonna be somewhat a love interest, maybe, possibly. And he's like, no, I'm still into Rey. Hey, here's this new movie. Rose is gone, but here's this new stormtrooper girl. She's gonna be the girl you after. No, I still want Rey. And it's just like, oh well, Rey, what do you like? Oh, I like the guy who freaking tried to cut me in half 58 times and cause a genocide against so many people. It's just that I'm so glad John Boyega was trolling on Twitter about that, because it makes no sense to me. Like that, I thought it was like a brother sister, not Luke and Leia, Empire Strikes Back brother sister relationship, but like I think it's weird, dude. Frustrating movie.
So you loved it.
Oh yeah, completely.
Like
beautiful.
I almost feel like I had completely forgotten that Rose actually. I thought she died in the last one, but apparently she didn't. And I saw her. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. I don't know. Like, I don't have any strong opinions on Rose. I know, like, I don't know. I feel like it's the woman thing to like Rose in Star Wars, because like I always see the female, like, I always see girls on Twitter being like, oh, so upset that Rose was cut out, and I'm like, I didn't even like Rose to begin with.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She just felt like a reason. They're like, oh crap, we need to give Finn a reason to not want to be with Rey.
Yeah.
So
this entire trilogy was so poorly handled. I mean, it is just the culmination of not having a focus to it all, which just makes Marvel look that much better.
Okay, I'm trying to remember. So TFA was directed by who? So JJ did the first and third movie of the trilogy?
Yeah.
Yep.
But wasn't it written by the guy who did Empire, Force Awakens?
Empire and Return of Jedi did Force Awakens.
Yeah.
And then the guy who wrote Batman versus Superman
wrote Rise of Skywalker. Yeah.
Skywalker. Because, like, for what it's worth, because Lucas only directed one Star Wars movie, which is A New Hope. Irvin Kershner did the third one. Oh, it's Empire. And then I always forget the third guy who did Return of the Jedi. but like more than anything, you need a consistent script. Like this didn't know what they're doing. Like there are moments when I was watching Rise of Skywalker where I'm like, wait, Carrie Fisher's still in this? Like I thought she would have passed. Like what's this footage? Is it leftover? Which it was, which works like really well. Like okay, not well. Contextually, they were able to make it work, which felt weird. I don't know, that bothered me. I'm like, yeah, why is this actually like? What was the excuse the pun? What was the end game in all of this? So I don't know.
I am a very casual Star Wars fan. I've only recently seen the original trilogy. Saw it, I think, actually just before The Force Awakens came out. So 4 years ago, but or more, I don't know. But I actually felt like being so casual with all this stuff and not having a great memory helped me be like, oh, this movie wasn't that bad. Because I was just like, oh, here's a Star Wars movie and there's wars in the stars. And I'm like, great. There were moments that I think Sarah, weren't there a couple moments that made you laugh out loud in this movie? Did you laugh at when the guy just goes, I am the spy, or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, then. yeah. Freaking Hux comes out of nowhere. I'm the spy.
He's so proud. I'm the spy.
And then 2 seconds later.
Yeah.
He's like, I have a great plan, and yeah, that didn't work out. But no, I don't know. There were still things that I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. Like to Saber's point, the stuff like the scenes with Carrie Fisher, I was more thinking like during all of her scenes, I was more caught up in when did they shoot this stuff? Is this like a weird like facial technology thing? No, it looks like it's her.
There were some moments where they did when they de-aged her, of course, where that looked weird.
Yeah, and so like so I was caught up in that. Also, and this is, I guess you could say, my own fault. I spent a lot of this movie wondering when two certain characters were going to kiss, because one of the biggest storylines that was coming out of this movie was that there was a same-sex kiss in it, and unfortunately,
he fell down that hole.
I got caught because I saw this on Twitter, to which I was like, okay, whatever. But the article showed a picture of
Finn and Poe,
which I was once again going to say Pin and Foe. Penn and Teller.
And that Poe.
But it showed a picture of them, and in my head, I'm watching this movie literally the whole time thinking, like, wait, how the hell are they going to justify this? Like, I thought Finn had an interest at one point, and then, like, Poe started interacting with a girl, and I'm like, how is this going to make sense? And it wasn't until the last, like, 3 minutes of the movie where I saw two small characters kiss on the side, and I went, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, they're okay. Like, every time, like, they had, like, an emotional hug, I was like, oh my god, this is it. They're going to kiss now. So, yeah.
Something to easily edit out for countries that don't allow that.
So those assholes with their clickbait articles had me convinced the whole time. Like, I was sitting here going, how does this make any sense in the story? Yeah, but it didn't, because they didn't. So I was like, okay. I spent 2.5 hours wondering when that was gonna happen. I was like, okay.
I spent the entire trilogy wondering when that was going to happen.
Yeah, to be fair,
and it didn't.
Because Sarah and I,
they gave Poe his own girlfriend.
But they never showed us her
the girl
face.
Boba Fett.
Yeah.
They were like, nope, you can't see her face. You can see her eyeballs. But not her
Yeah.
face.
Is it like a requirement in movies that someone has to fall in love with someone?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Why is that?
No. Because that's the argument people use against Judy and Nick ever getting together for Zootopia. like to be fair, like the whole like love interest angle, like, I feel like if it's well justified, then cool.
If there's multiple people getting together in one movie, it's just like, Okay, guys. It's like the ending of Maleficent, where like two people looked at each other, and it's like, oh, we're boyfriend girlfriend now. Oh, hey, we're boyfriend girlfriend now.
I forget which movie it is in the original trilogy, but was anyone else upset that we didn't get a dance scene at the end of this one?
Hey, Reyes, I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you spend some of your Zootopia money and buy better internet? Like,
Is it just their Discord that's cutting out with the voice?
I don't know.
I mean, it's not telling us that we
Because
have...
it doesn't matter for the stream because everybody can hear you from your mics directly. But it's just that us in the Discord call can't.
My Zootopia money.
That.
I mean, we are the only people that are on the West Coast in this.
That is true. But aren't we hosting? So shouldn't everyone...
I might have it.
But it's like you're cutting out. You're not lagging.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. All I'll say is I literally have purchased the highest package I can get with our internet provider, so it cut out, didn't it?
All I'll say is cut out.
Because I think it has to be the Discord's voice gate.
But shouldn't they be cutting out for us? Like,
No,
we're not
that's not
losing
how
them
it
either.
No,
Like,
if
are
it's your
we
voice
too
gating,
hot
that's not how that
on
works.
Discord? Maybe it's cutting us out because you're too fucking
Maybe
loud, huh?
maybe it's because I'm too effing loud. Wow.
That,
Let's see. Maybe it's an audio thing.
Let's see.
Hello and welcome to the Semi Perfect Podcast, where we work out our issues in the middle.
I don't know. Would it be this one?
I don't know. Or this is something we could just try.
we can
and...
figure it out.
Oh, don't worry about fixing it right
Auto
now.
gain control, noise
Yes,
suppression.
okay, if you are at the, let's see where.
Should we turn off
Input
auto
mode,
gain
there's
control?
voice activity, right? If you're on Discord.
We're looking.
Are you on the voice and video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see where it says input mode, voice activity? You have it selected, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then under it says input sensitivity. Do you have that selected or not selected?
It is
It's
selected.
selected.
Okay, unselect that
Okay.
and then manually set.
Maybe this
What?
is why we've been cutting out.
Manually set where that goes.
Okay.
You can.
I've got it like half.
How do we sound?
Okay, sound.
Good.
Say things quieter.
How do we sound?
Okay, say things really quietly.
How do we sound?
Okay, you need to. Yeah, we can hear it. Okay, we'll see if you cut out at all.
Okay. So there we go for our podcast crew. I kind of liked them not hearing some of the things we would say though. Yeah, let us know.
Because we heard all of that, so that's good.
Yeah, let us know if we're cut out. It likely was me. Especially.
Yeah.
What?
Is
somebody
Laura
getting shot?
assembling, like metal furniture or something?
I'm sorry.
She's-
I bought my chinchilla a new cage, and it just came today. It was supposed to be here 2 days ago. And I didn't get a chance to assemble it until right now. So I'm sorry.
I was wondering if someone's like Gabe got into the podcast and was cocking his gun or something.
Yeah, because I've been like hearing it, but I didn't want to say anything
I'm
too embarrassing.
sorry.
That was good. So we to get back on track. Was there anything else people wanted to say about the new Star Wars movie?
I wanted to say how blatant it was that they copied Endgame at the end. Yeah, it's like they just went over to the writer's room for Endgame. It's like, what are y'all doing? Oh yeah, we should do that.
And and it's so funny to bounce off exactly what Paleo said right here. I'm so glad you brought this up because I would have forgot about it because it's so forgettable. They try to do the Endgame thing, but it fails miserably because all the characters that we would be excited for are either dead or killed off or like prequel characters. And it's
Yeah,
just like, we're not
the
gonna
only
bring them
character we care about, like, sorta, is like Lando, and like it's like that's it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, who are you gonna bring in? Freaking Akbar? Oh, you killed him off in the last movie. Oh, who are you gonna bring in? You brought in some pilots from A New Hope and Return of the Jedi, but it's just like I barely recognize them. But there's not like a thing of just like, oh snap, there's the Mandalorian. Oh snap, there's freaking the Gungans. Oh snap. I don't know. Yeah,
Can you imagine just Jar Jar showing up?
yeah.
I want to ask because as someone who doesn't watch Star Wars, I remember in the prequels, everyone like hated Jar Jar Binks, but like at the end of like Star Wars 7, 8, and 9, would people be glad to see Jar Jar Binks?
Yes.
At this
Well,
point,
if it was a joke,
Like,
joke,
purely from a joke, yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, for
It
a
was
joke.
done like in a humorous way.
No, he was the best
Exactly.
character, and I thought he was supposed to be like some kind of Sith Lord, so it would have been very appropriate. I thought.
Oh yeah, that would have been hilarious if he was a Sith Lord. Like, that would have been. That would have made the trilogy for me. I would have written,
yeah,
What was-
because like in the moment in Endgame where it's like the on your left moment where like what Falcon says, and then you see the characters come out. I was like, oh yeah, all these
here.
characters come out that we recognize and that we've been with for like 10 years plus.
Mhm.
And with Marvel, the way they've been doing things is that they've had it to where each of the majority of the main characters in each of the movies have been in at least 3 movies. So you've known them like
Yeah.
for a long time.
Right.
So it was just so more impactful in that movie compared to this. And there was also the one where like they had to try to do an Iron Man moment with like with Palpatine being like, I am all the Sith, and then Rey getting the other lightsaber and says, and I am all the Jedi. It was like, yeah, that's an I am Iron Man moment. But it's just not as impactful.
I really enjoyed the scene from Dunkirk in this movie when all the little boats came to help. But no, I mean that was actually probably like I was like, okay, cool. I was at least glad they had like a big moment like that. I don't know. Like I said, like
It
ignoring.
was empty though. It was so empty.
I know it could have had better everything. but I mean, yeah, I didn't really feel a lot. There wasn't a lot of emotion for me, the viewer, just kind of sitting in the theater, going, okay, convince me. But like I said, I'm much more of a casual fan. I figure that people who are much more into this series are probably. Did I cut out?
No.
Oh, I just now whenever
Are
I
you
hear
laughing
laughing.
at me?
Yeah, I am laughing at you.
But
I'm sorry.
I do imagine that there are people that are like super in, like you guys. Most of you, I think.
I mean,
know
I'm
more.
not even that big of a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
Like I'm sort of casual like you, but like it's just like comparing it like it because seeing this movie was just like an obligation for me.
Let me
not
paint
because
the
I wanted
picture. Because Return of the Jedi, I know it gets a lot of shit. I don't really know. Like, I mean, I get the energy, and it's a bit different with the Ewoks, but like, there's still some good like moments in that film. Because like leading up to it, you have like the New Hope. Oh, the Rebels just were able to pull off a kill on the Death Star, and then they lost and were licking their wounds at the end of Empire. And Return of the Jedi actually had a build-up where it's like, oh god, we got our fleet, we got everything we can assemble. Let's get them. Just be caught in a trap, and then be like, we're royally fucked unless we figure things out. That was good payoff. Versus this, where it's like literally people. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of how manufactured these films are. Because like I know folks are pointing fingers at Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams and even some of the actors. It's like, no, this is squarely on the shoulders of Disney corporate. They fucked this up hard. They need to find a Kevin Feige to
because
take
Kevin
charge.
Feige was working on the Marvel stuff before Disney even bought Marvel.
Yeah, he had an exit
Yeah.
plan. He had a start, middle, and conclusion. So yeah, I'm sure Disney's made the money. They actually would have been really funny if the movies were so like just grossly hated that they removed the theme park attractions. Like, let's get rid of that Star Wars attraction at the theme park.
Oh my god, they'll put Zootopia
Oh
there.
god.
Yes.
That would actually be a lot better.
And it would make more sense. It's right next to Critter Country.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. I'm gonna push for this. Boycott Star Wars theme park with my Disney pass. Anyone else have any more points on Star Wars? Because I think that's fair. Like, I really think that what this trilogy needed, Saber, was George Lucas to just be like, I will lead the way.
I tell you right now is the only moment in this movie, and another reviewer said this, that actually made me feel sad was when Leia died and Chewie fell on the ground and he was like, oh, and it's like, I feel bad for him because it's like he's stuck with all these assholes now. Like, he's like, oh my. all the good characters are dead.
Even the stuff where
I
they...
got good robot moments. There's a lot of good robots in this movie.
Yeah, Sarah was happy with the robots. Speaking of
They
Chewie,
even gave us a new robot.
Hair blow dryer with a wheel.
I love him
the
though.
JoJo robot?
Don't you insult?
Freaking Dio.
he
You're
reminded,
falling for the Disney corporate slot.
he reminded me of Lamp from
Yes,
Brave
he's
Little
Lampy,
Toaster.
Exactly.
He was Lampy.
He's Lampy, and Lampy
Yeah,
was my favorite. Character.
Because the thing is, like, comparing this trilogy just to the trilogy in its entirety to the first season, The Mandalorian is like so much more grounded and so much more interesting with what it's doing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because with this last movie, they were trying to go as big as possible. How can we make it even bigger? Put Death Star guns on Star Destroyers. Oh, okay.
Next movie, they're gonna put Death Star guns on every stormtrooper. They keep doubling down.
They fly now?
They fly now.
Someone in Red Letter Media said during their Star Wars review how like 3PO is like about to sacrifice himself, and he's like, "I'm looking at my friends one more time." They're all like, "Just fucking kill yourself! Like, let's get this over with." And it's like, good lord, you guys are so mean to 3PO. Like to him.
Yeah, it's weird because like 3PO. I actually like to see 3PO in the movie.
Mhm.
Like he was one of the saving graces for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone else was annoying.
Yeah.
Well, it felt like they were like they ran out of characters. Like, yeah, 3PO, put it in the movie.
Real quick, I want to answer a question, and then we can finish up our discussion here on Star Wars. Mr. Hunter sent us a super chat earlier asking my thoughts on Doom Eternal. And I think it is the greatest thing. I've never played it. Do I know Doom Eternal?
Doom Eternal's not out yet.
Oh,
Yeah, it comes out March.
Have you played any
Yeah.
Doom game?
I have not played any Doom game. Has anyone here played any Doom game?
Sorry to
Yes.
disappoint Mr. Hunter.
Yes.
Yeah, Doom 2016 is like one of the greatest shooters of
Then-
the 2010s.
What do you guys think of Doom Eternal? Let's give Mr. Hunter something.
I think the UI doesn't look as good as Doom 2016, but other than that, it looks good. I don't even play shooting games like that, but that's my
Well,
opinion.
that's
Yeah.
why they pump the brakes on purpose, because they're like, we don't have a game that's ready yet. So
Mhm.
I appreciate that. Like, take your time.
Yeah.
So you guys are thinking there's good hope for this game?
Yeah, I think so.
I knew hope, in fact.
Oh my god.
There will be
I
a
would say,
force
like,
that
Doom-
awakens.
Doom 2016 is like absolutely fantastic. Like the energy in that game, like compared to other shooters where you're like a bit more keeping distance between you and the enemy. Like Doom, like you would get up in their shit and just wreck them. I love it. It really is like that scene from Watchmen with Rorschach where it's like I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. Like
So to finish off the Star Wars conversation, the last thing I wanted to bring up was the kiss.
Bullshit.
Oh, fuck that bullshit ass kiss. I'm gonna go kiss a fucking genocidal maniac who's been killing all these innocent people and killed my friend and killed all these. Oh, shut the
But he's
fuck
going
up.
by Ben now, Jax. I think you missed that
I
part.
don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't care. No, that was the stupidest fucking shit to me. Like, honestly, because I hated that scene. I hated that so much. I rolled my eyes like, oh my god.
I think I heard a groan in our audience. Just like a...
Yeah.
Well, did anybody else think that Kylo Ren's character, like after he was defeated by Rey the Death Star, like wreckage, that his character just kind of like got boring and didn't like do much of anything after that?
He seemed like a very like tunnel vision, like he. What did he remind me of? God, kind of just like a CPU that's trying to give you a message. Hey, you should be a good guy or a bad guy.
There's one.
I don't know.
And then Leia's like, hey. And then he's like, all of a sudden, like, oh, shit, I've been doing bad things.
If only somebody told me before this.
Yeah, and you know what? Another thing is just like, oh, in the first movie, they built up like the Knights of Ren are like this squad of Jedi like that he used to help to destroy things. And it's just like, oh, what are they now? Oh, we're just like a bunch of jobbers in the background with an axe and a mace and shit. It's just like, what? Do you have force powers? Are you just guys? And then like that whole scene at the end, I will admit, I did sort of chuckle where like they did the the lightsaber switch thing, and he gets the lightsaber, and he just does a shrug like, I got a lightsaber now, and he just like he starts fighting him like that. That sort of made me chuckle, like when he passed him the thing. But then like the whole ending fight scene with him and Rey trying to fight Palpatine. Palpatine, I like the whole thing with Palpatine. I don't understand where all these Sith acolytes came from that were just sitting in the
Right?
background cheering. Like, where the hell
What
did
was
they
that
come from?
about?
Were they
how-
that was there?
How about the scene where Scary Bilbo jumped out?
Oh yeah.
I love it.
You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know exactly
Like,
what you're
where
talking
Rey's like evil and she's like, eh.
Yeah.
about.
Well, is there anything anyone else wants to say? We still got time if you do.
Fuck Star Wars.
All right.
Watch
So-
The Mandalorian and watch Clone Wars 2003.
I just started watching Mandalorian, so
Yeah, I showed him the first
Okay.
episode.
yep.
I intend
Oh
to
Nice.
show him the second.
baby.
Aren't you
Yoda.
scared? Aren't you scared of showing them things now after the Zootopia incident
No,
and the pony incident.
and the pony incident?
no.
And the car incident. Oh wait.
She didn't learn anything.
She was right all along. Really quickly, Paleo.
Huh?
Is your cat's name is Shinkansen?
Shinkansen.
I thought his name
yeah.
was
Your,
Sailor.
shush.
That's my cat's name. Yeah.
So, your name in Cats is literally Bullet Train. It's the Japanese Bullet Train.
maybe
Oh my
it's
God.
Japanese.
Why?
You're a railroad.
Wait.
cat.
Put my name into Google Translate and let's see what it is.
I don't know.
I remember how to
what
spell it.
was.
And just a reminder for everybody, we are no longer discussing Star Wars spoilers. We are done with our spoilers conversations here. So, no.
What's that?
No. Okay.
Go to the next topic.
Okay, fine. So actually, two decently sized topics. We wanted to see your holiday haul. We want to see what you guys got for Christmas. So, what? For anyone that didn't take a picture, that's here. Any highlight gifts that you guys got for Christmas, or whatever you celebrate? Anyone?
I got 2 new jackets and a new blanket. But also, getting this laptop was sort of like a pre-Christmas thing,
I love pre-Christmas.
even though I got it for free.
Oh.
You stole it.
Oh, nice. We got a lot, actually, of people in the
Sweet.
Twitters.
So we'll take a look and see.
Nice.
Anyone else with stuff they got? Sarah, what did you get for
I
Christmas?
got The Cat Returns on Blu-ray.
Was this thing a Christmas present?
No, the Cricket was a birthday present, but I'll mention it. My mom got me a fucking Cricket machine, which I didn't expect anybody to buy that because it's like $300. And I'm like, whoa. So I'm
What
like,
is
thanks,
that? What
mom.
You make crickets?
It's a cutout machine, so like you put paper in there and you can cut it out into different patterns. You can do a whole bunch of stuff with it. So I intend to use it to cut out stickers and all that good stuff.
Cool.
Nice.
Oh, that kind of cricket. Oh, okay.
And also a cool gift that my sister got us was our.
We have personalized Disneyland sweatshirts. She had a friend who started this Etsy shop where they customize sweatshirts. And so Chelsea got me one that was customized with like Wreck-It Ralph stuff. So the Disneyland words are all painted with like different Wreck-It Ralph themes, like, you know, Ralph's overall pattern or Fix It
Felix's.
Felix, and like Vanellope's like her striped stockings and stuff like that. And then of course this boy got a Zootopia themed one.
Yep. And then I think for both of ours, they're the D's. kind
The
of
big D's.
the big D and the little D, our Chippendale Rescue Ranger
Themed, yeah.
themed to bring it all in. So we have, they're really cool. I didn't know that they, obviously they're not like well, they're Etsy deals, so it's not like, oh, I didn't know that they existed.
Yeah.
But it was a really kind of creative gift that she actually put a lot of money into. It's like, whoa. So that was cool. And if anyone else has anything else, go ahead and throw them out. But we're going to go through and see what our viewers got for their holidays, Christmas.
Holiday.
Christmas.
Alright, we got Anime Guy, some TFS shirts, Maru Maker 2, a Cell World Volume 7, and an ice scraper from those Facebook ads.
Ooh.
Nice.
An ice scraper. See, we don't have those in California.
I have one, but I only use it like one day out of the year.
Oh man, if it is not useful on that one day though.
No, it's not.
Oh, definitely for me. I'll slip and slide right out of my driveway.
Taylor says, for Christmas I got the Frozen 2 soundtrack, $100 Visa and Amazon gift card. Overall, not bad.
Nice.
I need to go to y'all's Christmas. What in the world?
Matthew says, here's his haul.
Ooh, Warrior Cats, a bunch of Warrior Cats books.
Ooh, what are Warrior Cats books?
That's still a thing?
Yeah, apparently. Warrior Cats, oh man, my friends were all over that shit in middle school. It's basically,
In the world,
it's just
this
a
word.
book about
It's
cats.
a
They got
gateway for
different
it's a
clans.
gateway
Wait a
for
minute.
furries.
Are you
Is it
telling
like
me?
Street Sharks?
Is it like Cats the musical?
No, it's
Okay.
not like cats.
What?
It's like,
Animorphs?
No, it's not Animorphs.
Redwall.
Yes, Redwall, but with cats.
Teenage
It
Mutant
just
Ninja
sounds like
Cats.
Warrior Cats. That sounds like Mice Swords.
Like, Redwall is to mice as Warrior Cats is to cats.
Oh. Okay.
Do you
Did you
know
say
what
it's a
Redwall is?
gateway for furries?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Like,
Gateway
what
to
isn't a gateway? Like sneezing is a gateway to furryism at this point.
Oh my god. One of
Like
yes.
whatever.
Rosie said, I wish I wish I had known we were doing this, but my best gift is not something I can necessarily take a picture of. I'm officially moved in with my best friend Valerie in Maryland. I'm so happy to finally be living my own life. I went from Florida to Maryland. Yeah.
Far
Maryland.
away.
Going to BronyCon every day.
Yeah.
Princess Deadpool says shirts and cash for my haul this year. The favorite of the bunch being Pictured Alone, but my fave gift this year came on my birthday, December 30th, from my girlfriend. She told me she loved me and then gave me the quill along with a note that floored me. Oh my gosh.
Aw, that's
Okay,
good.
cool.
That is
Deadpool
precious.
shirts. Got Brony, someone that is extreme greatness, often considered
A god in some religions.
That's a custom shirt, it seems like.
No, that is actually the definition.
That is the definition.
Yeah,
of
that's
Brony.
why we chose that word.
Nice Harry Potter quill, an ink set.
Sweet.
Note.
And there's the note. I feel like I'm looking into someone's personal note.
Shall we read it?
Yeah.
All right, my dearest Trevor, happy birthday. I know that you have many great stories in you, and I know that you need a little encouragement to write them sometimes. I want this quill and ink to serve as a reminder that you got this. Your stories are meant to be told, whether or not you use a pen and paper to write. I want this quill and
Quill to motivate.
to
you.
motivate. Thank you.
Whenever you look at
I haven't read cursive in
and
a very
I
long
hope
time.
I know that's why I'm reading so too. I hope that it will always remind you that I believe in you. You are amazing. I feel. Oh wait, no. I need to
Your
read this.
ideas
No.
are amazing.
I need to read this part like those love song radio hosts.
Oh God.
This one's to Trevor. From your girlfriend. Says, I believe in you. You are amazing. Your ideas are amazing. And I will always be proud of you. Happy birthday. And here's to many more. Next up, we'll be playing some Michael Jackson. All right. Does everyone have those? Like, I imagine those are like those radio stations are all around the country where they have like that host that's like, tonight on KOST,
The jazz station, yeah.
I just want to hear about romance and people that are happy or think they're happy. All right.
We got Ryan Walterson. Don't tag often for the podcast because I don't eat when listening, but I did get some holiday gifts, DVDs, accessories, and a hat from DT Merch. It says double toasted.
Double.
Nice. Rocking that toasty goodness.
And then Void and Void says, this year I got cashed clothes and cookware. The 3 essential C's. All around, it was one of the best Christmases I've had. Good.
Nice.
Good. I'm always happy to hear when people are like, this is the best so far.
Oh, Binging with Babish, the book. Nice.
What is Babish?
Nice. I didn't
Binging
even know
with
he made a
Babish is a
book.
YouTube channel where he makes like a bunch of pop culture, like media sort of foods. Like he'll make a sandwich from Adventure Time or something.
So yeah, I can only guess that that's a cookbook.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Malik says, here's my Christmas haul. You may proceed to be jealous. All right.
Let's see.
Creedence
Linkin
Clearwater.
Park.
That's a thing.
Clearwater Revival.
Yeah, but that's no CD.
That's a record.
Yeah, that's a vinyl.
Yeah. Thank you. I was literally like, what are they called?
Got some Has-Been shirt. Got a Retzko.
Has-Been Hotel.
Got Kingdom Hearts socks.
Himalayan salt lamp.
Oh yes, I have
Didn't
one
you-
of those.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's in our room.
Yeah.
They...
That's the thing that glows in our
I
room.
always am freaked out by that.
Wait, is that
Jojo.
Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yo, that is like a really good album.
That is.
Still.
The complete works of Edgar Allan Poe.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Bizarro by Tom Savini. And
I like the. I particularly like the outlet cover that you got for Christmas.
yeah.
Up in the top left.
And Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest. Nice.
It's a good outlet
Fairy
cover.
Tale.
Ooh.
Oh, we got video games.
Got My Hero.
Yo, Sega Genesis in the house.
Academia, Sonic, Naruto, Rick and Morty,
Nice.
Mortal Kombat,
Good.
and Sonic Mania.
See, the electric cover is gone. The outlet cover, because that was part of the actual haul. Iris says, I got headphones and bras. Woo! Whoop! I did not get any bras this year. Not pictured.
Why
says-
not?
I don't know.
Jory says, not pictured, $130 worth of gift cards, tickets to an Impractical Joker show next summer, and here I got Disney Plus, a new Green Day sweatshirt, and a new Dodgers hat, and an Amazon Echo.
Let's see what they're watching on Disney Plus.
Okay.
Oh my god! Good choice. Good choice. All right. Nice. Nice.
And Echo.
All right. Good stuff. There was also an additional
Oop.
part. I don't know what it was.
Oh, okay.
There it is. Jory's
Taking last
Christmas
Christmas,
picture.
an annual tradition and something AC Racebuss will love to see my Christmas vacation shirt.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love that shirt. I love that it is a shirt. I love it. Thank you. Matt would have loved it too.
Yes.
Fritz Roll says, here are some of the stuff I got this past Christmas from my fam in New Jersey. It includes a Brony t-shirt. I recognize that. Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie figurines. Cutie Mark Crusader Crew version. Disney merch, new socks, and more. Also, I got a new iPhone 11 Pro. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Sarah, there's a shirt you're going to like.
The
on this.
brownie shirt.
That's a good shirt, but look at that
The
shirt.
Kermit.
Kermit.
The Kermit.
Oh, that reminds
thinking.
me. I watched through the ABC Muppets on Disney Plus
yeah.
over the 2 weeks. Yeah, I really liked it. I'm sad that it didn't
Got
come back.
canceled.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got
Yeah, I was bummed too.
Nathaniel. You haven't even watched it. Oh, wait. Yes, you have.
Excuse me! Wow! So quick!
Wait. Have you seen all of it though?
Yes, we watched it on
Okay.
TV
Okay, cool.
when it aired.
All right, fine.
Gosh.
It's so long ago that I don't even remember.
Goodness.
All right.
You dingus.
Nathaniel got a few gamers and digital PlayStation Plus card. Borderlands.
Nice.
Game of the Year
Nice.
edition. Monster Hunter. World Ice.
What?
They got Monster Hunter.
Yeah, they got
Iceborne,
Monster
Is that
Hunter
the
World
magic
Iceborne.
word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Outer Worlds.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you know, like there's certain words and phrases that like your ears just like,
brain's just like,
yes.
heard it.
Yes, I do, Hero. I do.
The positive way. The positive way.
Any
Right.
quote from Zootopia? Yes.
Alright, yo. Nora Mermaid says, yo, semi-perfect pod. Got quite the haul from Christmas and Hanukkah, including 3 pairs of sneakers, a weighted blanket, a cast iron skillet, a hoodie from my brother's school, SD cards, packing cubes, pillows, and more. Feliz Navidad, each Chanukah Semak.
Very good. That was better than I wrote.
What are weighted blankets for? I keep hearing that term weighted blanket, but I have no idea what it is.
I don't know. It says, is that it? Is that the weighted
Yeah.
blanket?
It's so you can work out in your sleep.
Hug it out
Oh,
with
that sounds amazing.
quality.
I'll look up what weighted blankets are
Thank
for.
you. Yeah, you look
You-
it up.
you
Yeah.
scroll through-
It's
Ooh.
exactly what it sounds like.
128 gigabyte cards. Yep. Good.
But why would you want to be weighted down when you sleep?
It feels like it's kind of like hugging you, and then
Oh, okay.
because like some folks, I don't know, it just makes them feel more secure, I suppose.
I'll hug you in your sleep, Saber.
Good.
But not everyone
Good.
has a race, so some people need a weighted blanket.
Shower gel. Happy.
Oh, okay.
Sleepy. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder what the happy gel is. Now, did that get us through everyone? Oh, nope, we got another one here. Anime Guy 01 sent some stuff from the cruise last month. Toys signed by Bill Newton, Jillian Barrow, Full Papers, and Dusty Cat. So there's the Sea Bronies. Actually, what's so funny?
Sorry, I was about to mute. I was like, I need to shut up.
You were just giggling. It was great.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'll just send it to you later. I don't wanna
Okay, okay. But yeah, so Sea Bronies took place December 8th through the 14th. Wow, a cruise. Sarah, we should have gone on a cruise. So here's some of the stuff. Anime Guy 01 and some of the people that were on there. So that's very cool. I think we've made it through everybody. A couple that did not make it on the... Oh, he must have posted it. Now we're gonna have to go. Iris said, "Oh, no food, just some water." Those for the food posts. Where are we at? Here we go. Here's what Kabari got. All of the Star Wars things.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Socks and pants.
Pajamas.
Wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff. Dr. Hugh.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah. And then we got Princess Leia, Funko Pop, a Vader
Nice.
pop, and we got a police box.
All right.
With, TARDIS. Nice.
All right. So I think
And in addition, candy,
and then in addition,
TV remotes.
TV remotes.
I'm sure it's the holder that they got.
Ghostbuster stuff.
Wow. And camo vest and a
And a
belt.
belt. Cool.
And a black pair of pants.
Well, cool. It looks like everybody got some pretty neat stuff. Now, Sarah, did we have a hashtag for the New Year's thing?
No, I just had people reply to a certain post.
Okay, cool. So there's a post where we got... All right, so does anyone in this podcast have any New Year's resolutions?
Yes.
What is it? If you'd like to share.
To watch less YouTube because I'm just wasting time by doing that.
Well, you can...
So I'm just gonna unsubscribe to a ton of people.
No, but keep watching my channel. Thank you. That's all I have to say. To help with your resolution. Mine is to eat better, but I think it's that every year, so whatever. I added spinach to my diet, okay?
Good on you.
If you
Spinach
wanted,
is good.
If you wanted to make a smoothie Like this is the thing that I found out. If you want to make a smoothie, legit just put some spinach in there also, and it will just retain the same taste as the smoothie had, except for it will have spinach in it.
Really?
And it's awesome. Yes.
That's why I don't eat vegetables, Race. I just drink them.
Right. That junk don't taste like nothing in a smoothie. It's great.
By the way, this is no blame to your cat, who I just heard, but I realize now whenever I hear a meow, I cringe a little bit. And
oh, why is that?
Because of cats.
Because of
Lena, you're Angelical.
Angelica.
Yeah.
Quiet, mortal. Quiet, mortal.
So let's see. We did get some submissions for. Quiet Storm says my resolution is 1080p. All right. Vic Games says I don't usually do resolutions, but if I were to have one, my resolution would be to have a better year. Do it.
That's always a goal.
Good one. Skyland says my resolution is going to be myself and will stay in the My Little Pony fandom forever.
Nice.
All right, that's a blood oath. You can never leave. Slash MLP.
You can't leave if you even do if you wanted to.
Waifu Ward says my resolution is to rig more.
Nice.
Jory says, "Oh sweet, I can make it for that show." Oh, that's. Also, I'm gonna try and be more fit and also cut back on soda.
Nice.
Good.
Quiet Storm. Oh, there's that stupid joke again. HD is always a good resolution.
4K HD is always
Yes,
a good resolution.
I like stupid jokes. Lucas says, proud to say the things I've worked towards are already in motion for 2020, including a new job, first trip overseas in June to Denmark, Poland, where her family comes from, France, Spain, and Iceland. Wow. The only thing more is health, build up lower back muscle, better fitness, and more. Oh.
Yeah, lower back is important, especially later in life.
Nora says, I'm looking forward to traveling more in the new year. My resolution is to continue working towards a healthier me.
Awesome.
Good. Taylor says, my resolution for this year is to do more traveling and exploring while I'm at cons.
Nice.
And the last one we have here, Anime Guy 01 says, after having 2 loved ones pass in the last week of December, I'm just hoping this year turns out better than last. Very sorry to hear that, Anime Guy. Yeah, it's been kind of a, I mean, you know, to each individual.
I know that feel.
Yeah, Sarah's had a conversation with me about, like, why does it seem like sometimes this happens at once? And,
yeah.
And it can be hard, but yeah, just sorry. Yeah, here's to a better 2020 than 2019.
We did get a couple more in.
We had a few other submissions that have just popped in. Rosie Diamond says, I want to lose weight. I started at 142 in September, and last I checked, I'm down to 107. I'm going to continue on this journey. Not really a New Year's resolution.
Consistency, baby. Yeah.
And then Cadet says, I lost 70 pounds last year. My goal is to keep that momentum going. I also plan on getting...
Booyah, Cadet.
Dang, you go, girl.
Yeah, more scheduled and organized for myself and to perform at more conventions. For anyone that doesn't know, I think Cadet performed for the first time in 2019.
Yeah.
So looking to do more of that. So, and again, congrats, Cadet, on your successes. And we all owe a big thanks, at least Sarah and I do, to Cadet for helping us out with the podcast behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So
Cadet,
all of that is,
rock.
yeah, Cadet rocks. She's always been not just an incredible supporter, but just a great friend to all of us. And yeah, always look forward to seeing her at the next convention.
Tom.
Are there any others, Sarah?
Let me see.
Just go ahead and scroll through those, see if you see any that we missed. So while Sarah looks that up, we'll do about 15 minutes of Q&A here. Get us done about 10 minutes after the hour. So if anyone would like to submit a question, it's SPP questions.
Yes.
Plural, right?
Yes. Let me put up the...
So we'll... There it is. Hashtag SPP questions. And you could also tag the podcast just in case.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead and send in. And again, like we always say, we prioritize super chats. So if you want to make sure that your question gets answered tonight, you could go that route of the super chat. And it could be to anybody that's here on the podcast. Fritz says, find my true colors and my purpose / role in life. Also see tabs on my friends in the MLP fandom. So good stuff there. And then Jermaine says, my resolution is to collect more MLP stuff, started going to pony conventions and more.
Nice.
Yes, very good. Thank you to everyone for submitting that stuff. And again, I know we're into the new year, but I just want to gush one more time about our whole audience, whether you're live or listening on delay. Thank you for your support and listening, and we have fun doing these podcasts and having you with us. So
We got Aziel. I don't have a New Year's resolutions, but if I did, I would take a driving test.
I like it, Ozzy. I like it.
Alright, and I think that is all of them. Oh, we did have a holiday. Oh wait, no. Did we get that one?
Nope.
Nope, we missed a holiday. Let's get to it.
While people are getting their questions in,
holiday.
we'll look at one more holiday.
From Jermaine, just got all my holiday haul. A PC.
Holiday.
Sims 4, Bully, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Wait. Is that the kid from King of the Hill?
No.
Is it not?
Bobby.
What, Bobby?
Is that not
Bobby?
Bobby?
And
Where?
Bully,
Where- what are
the
you looking
video
at?
game.
Oh, and Bully. Oh yeah. He does kind of look. He looks like
a more confident Bobby.
He grew up to be a Chad.
Yeah.
That's why.
Nice. All right, so we'll start moving forward
Alright.
with our questions. SPP questions.
We do have a super chat.
Oh,
Did we get a super chat? Thank you for
Let me-
keeping me.
let me look that up.
There it is. We
yeah.
did get a super chat. Anime Guy 01. I don't know why it didn't make the ding noise. Anime Guy 01 sends in a super chat asking, who is excited for Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind on the 23rd?
Shit, man, they're doing another thing.
I am.
I know. Like,
Yeah.
Wait, what is this? What's Remind?
Is
It's
it like
a
the
DLC
fucking
for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Not this again.
Like, I'm trying to catch up, my dude.
Hey, I'm all caught up. I want more now.
So it's a DLC.
I caught up within 3 months.
Good for you.
Good for you. And how was it? I hope it was fucking good because it's useless now, isn't it?
I'm going to be
Because now I'm a fan.
yeah. Which we have coming in here. Okay, Oziel's got a question asking, now 2019 is over, what are looking forward to 2020 and the new decade? Sarah?
Well, I'm gonna try to learn a new skill. I'm gonna take a class in 3D sculpture, so CGI
Nice.
sculpture.
I'm excited about
Awesome.
what this year has to hold. There's a lot of cool opportunities happening on the live stream side for Tommy and I with low budget TV. And yeah, that's one of those things where who knows where that's going. I don't know if Tommy's still in the chat, but there's no telling where that could end up going, and we have some incredible opportunities this year that we can't wait to take advantage of. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and of course seeing the friends again and again and again.
Again.
Did you guys get a gigantic pizza
And the next
for New Year's like you
Oh,
always
no,
do?
not
This time.
Yeah, like Saber said it best. He was like, "Would you want a lot of all right pizza or like smaller versions of really good pizza?" And so we just got the really good pizza.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'm
see.
straight.
we had cake.
Anyone else? Anything you guys are looking forward to in the new decade?
I'm excited for the stuff I'm going to be doing on my channel, because I'm going to try to focus more on quality rather than quantity with the stuff I have planned. So I'm excited about doing that.
Nice.
Nice.
And also my little pony life, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling good as hell.
What about anyone else got stuff that they're looking forward to in the new decade?
Let me see. I'm excited for stuff with my YouTube channel. I'm excited for the stuff I'm releasing fitness-wise. I've been working on a lot of stuff, but I like to keep it download till it's almost done. But yeah, I'm super excited for that. And then is there any shows? Because I was telling the guys this earlier. Like, there's not really many movies that I'm like super excited for this year besides like Scoob and versus
I know
Kong.
that there's some shows. Owl House comes out this month.
Oh, that's a good show right
Yeah.
there. Yeah, that's
In the next decade, I'm looking forward to the next 6 Zootopia sequels.
yes. Oh, Spider-Verse 2. Except for that, 3 years from now. 2
Ooh.
years. Yeah, 2 years from now. There you go.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's good.
Anyone else got stuff they're looking forward to in the new decade?
I just hope technology progresses in a good way.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Kind of hard to be optimistic when World War III is trending on Twitter right now.
You know, I saw that and I was just gonna ignore it. But granted, it is Twitter, so take it with a feather. I don't know. That was.
There's
I'm
going to be a new
looking
Mad
forward-
Max.
I'm looking forward to this
You
new
mean
cage
really?
that I just finished building for my chinchilla.
Nice.
Pictures of
Ugh.
he's got.
I was muted for like the last 45 minutes.
But you were doing important things.
It is
What?
important.
Yeah.
And it looks so nice now.
Let's see here. Anime
Yeah,
guy.
so you can chill.
Anime guy 01 sent in a super chat asking, "Are you guys excited for Ciderfest now at the Hilton this year?" So, for those that don't know, Ciderfest was at the same venue, I think, through the duration. I don't know about their first year, but as long as I've been going, they've been at the same hotel. But they moved basically a street over to the Hilton. Seems like a really nice venue. Should be good.
It
I
was
think.
nice.
Yeah, and oh yeah, you stayed there, right?
Yeah, that was the one. Like, cause I missed the pick on this year when I didn't know I was going to Ciderfest now, and I was like, you know what, fuck, I'll just go just to hang with the guys and stuff like that. And then when I went there, like the hotel on the site said like, oh, this is the hotel for the convention, and I was like, oh, okay. So I bought it, and then like I get there. And they're like, oh, you have to walk all the way across the street, like a mile away in the cold. And like, I was trying to take the air bridge, but the air bridge was closed for the weekend because of some BS. So I had to like walk all the way through the night. And it was a very nice hotel, very, very nice hotel. But it was like this annoying to go to there.
Yep. So yeah,
that reminds me.
Yeah.
That reminds me of Windy City put up their app for guests and stuff.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah. Yeah, for the end of March.
So maybe it's time for us to get busy.
Yeah.
Speaking of conventions, Cadet Redshirt is asking, anybody planning on going to HarmonyCon as well?
No.
I know I don't have plans on. I don't know if any of us are going to be
Yeah.
making it to HarmonyCon.
Probably not. I know that Kari is going to be going, but she's going to be also visiting me that month as well.
Okay.
So I don't think I'll be going though.
All right. And that's in Houston, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Or is it Dallas? I know.
Probably
Dallas.
Houston. Oh, is it Dallas?
Yeah.
It says, welcome to HarmonyCon Dallas.
Hometown.
Dallas. Okay.
It's near Sarah's home.
Yeah.
There you go. So, Anime Guy also sent us a super chat saying, I noticed you guys left moments before Charlie made the announcement. And yeah,
Is that
we
for the new hotel?
for the new hotel announcement. I actually saw the announcement because he did a Facebook, or I think it was a Facebook Live. He streamed on his phone about the whole ordeal. Maybe it was on Twitter, but yeah, I had to. We had to go to the airport.
Yeah.
At that point. I did at least. Sadistic Spirit has a question or something for Jaxblade here.
Ooh, what is it? Is it fitness related? I bet
Let's-
it's fitness related.
Yep.
It's the new year.
You'll never guess.
What's for breakfast?
Sadistic Spirit says, I plan
you.
on pushing the gym more to lean up a bit, but I always find it hard to go to the gym alone. Any advice to have to stay persistent?
Oh yeah. So if you want to go to the gym alone, because like sometimes it's fun to have a gym buddy, but sometimes you can't go. I feel bad for people going to the gym at this time, especially because it's just swarmed from like beginning to end. So like my first piece of advice to you is just pick a time that you know you can go at every single day. So like let's say it's like 10 a.m. for you or 1 p.m. or something like that. Just like make sure you have a consistent time, because like once you get into a regimen of going consistently, that's going to help build up these neural pathways in your brain, and they're just little pathways in your brain that either grow stronger or grow weaker from doing something over and over again, so that you want to work out more often. So if you're going to the gym like every day at 10, just have like what I like to do is I either listen to an audiobook, a podcast, or workout music. So just like have an entire playlist you can go through, and then just have a little follow along workout. It doesn't even have to be like a super intense workout. It could be like 4 exercises, 4 sets of each exercise, and it's just like, oh, okay, I did this, and then I'm just gonna go walk on the treadmill for the hour. Boom, done. Go home, eat my food, and I'm like set for the day. So like that's all you really need to do, is just find that little thing that'll keep you consistent, like a podcast, playlist, whatever you want to do. Go a consistent time every single day. Make sure you're just doing the things, getting it done, and make sure even when you don't want to, because that's what's going to actually help you the most. When you feel like I don't want to go and you make yourself go, that makes the neural pathway stronger. So it's just like, oh shit, I have to keep going. If I don't go, I'm gonna feel weird. Like they're really hard to build back up once you break them. So there you go. Hope that helps.
Nice. I'm motivated.
That's what I'm paid for.
This one might require a little bit more in-depth thinking, but Waddles is asking best cartoon shows of the decade.
My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. Adventure Time. Gravity Falls.
Wander over yonder. Hey, Wander.
Nobody remembers that one.
Shut
up.
DuckTales
DuckTales 2017.
Yeah, DuckTales is amazing.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Hilda, Over the Garden Wall, Gravity Falls.
I already said Gravity Falls.
I'm just going down this list of mine.
Regular show.
Looney Tunes 2011, Legends of Korra,
Transformers Prime.
BoJack
Oh,
Horseman.
what I've been watching is the Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated.
And it's pretty good.
Amazing. No, it is amazing. Yeah. It is the best Scooby-Doo show out there. I keep telling people this. It's the best Scooby-Doo show. Watch it if you haven't already. It's really good.
And here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Steven Universe is pretty good. Hey.
Star versus. Oh, wait a minute.
Star versus except for the last like 3 episodes.
I can't say it anymore. You know what's sad? What's so sad about Star versus Force of Evil is like I actually watched one of those 3 hours. This is where they went wrong videos on, just because I had it on the background in my house, and every point they brought up in those 3 hours was so valid that I was like, oh my god, did I just listen to 3 hours of valid criticism of a season? I was like, oh my god.
I'm legit going to go look up like some fan fiction for an alternate ending. Like I'm not even joking. I want to do that.
That's what I did with Tai and Sora. Never get used to it.
Anime guy throws in best anime of the decade.
How heavy are the dumbbells you lift? Don't even at me. Don't even at me. If you come at me,
Made in Abyss easily.
Madoka Magica.
One Punch Man is pretty dope too, and My Hero Academia is pretty dope, and Kill la Kill's pretty dope, and
Attack on Titan.
Mitsudama Way is pretty dope. And
was that this decade? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe? It was. Okay.
It was.
I can't even remember anymore.
Watamote. I love Watamote. It's hilarious. Penny's Talking was this decade too.
Was it? Oh my gosh, I don't even remember anymore.
Dragon Ball Super.
Let's see, Nagi no Asukara.
Something I recently finished because I was like, I convinced myself like I gotta finish this if I want to put it on my list. Is Parasite.
Parasite, yeah, that's good.
Parasite is like, yeah.
Parasite's just thing the anime. And it's good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Oh, Sakura-san no Peta no Kanojo. That's a really
that was the one I was gonna say, honestly. Tip of my tongue.
The pet girl of Sakura-so, I guess. Sakura-so is the name of a building.
Is that what the dub name is?
I don't know. I just translated it for you.
Keijo. Keijo was God. That was God.
Sakura So will make you cry. I want Tom Oliver to watch Sakura So because it'll like actually destroy him. I wanna
Destroy
see
him.
it happen. When was Toradora was 2008, I think. Never mind. Anime. Yeah, it's all anime sucks.
Dragon Ball Super Broly was good. Dragon Ball Super Broly was the daddy of all shonen this decade. So there.
And Grimgar Fantasy and Ash is my by far away my favorite isekai.
Oh yeah, Konosuba. Konosuba is hilarious.
Yo, Konosuba is great.
Yeah.
My Little Pony Friendship is Magic,
That
the
was-
Japanese dub.
MM came out in 2010, so MM counts. I could go on for a while.
I will say this, this is kind of falling back to the best cartoon shows, but I am so glad that they finished up My Little Pony in a way that we can say that show. You know, like it easily could have gone.
I'm so glad that it stuck the landing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm so glad. It did not pull a Star. It did not pull a Game of Thrones. It did not pull a Star Wars Ray Skywalker.
Oh
So
yeah,
many-
another. I just thought of another anime. Even though it just came out in 2019, is Doctor Stone. Doctor Stone's
Yeah.
really good.
Dr. Stone's
I learned
amazing.
so much from Dr. Stone.
One more anime
You'll
is
learn more from the manga.
Horo Musko. It's about a kid who's transgender and deals with gender identity. It's actually a really, really freaking good anime.
When did this come out?
That was 2011.
I want to watch it.
It's like a nice watercolor. Oh, you actually want? I can send it.
Yeah,
to
I
you.
actually want to watch it. Hero
Yeah.
actually got me to watch like most of my favorite like anime this year, in like 2017. It was like Lucky Star. Watch this. I was like, I've never seen this, and I was like, I like it a lot. And then I watched what was it? Mitsudomo Way. That was funny.
Mitsudomo, which is funny.
Yeah,
Guilty
that was-
pleasure, funny.
It's not guilty. I'm not
Oh,
guilty for anything.
we didn't mention Dragon Maid. It's Kobayashi.
Oh, Dragon Maid, yeah,
Yeah.
Kobayashi Dragon Maid, top 10. Monster Musume for me because it introduced my love of my life. It's terrible.
I only just now saw why Hirosashi was giggling, and I love it. Like I want.
Oh
it.
yeah, it's wonderful.
It's beautiful.
Oh, for Nick's sake.
So this one we can make a quick, but it's the last question of the night. Nathaniel first off says his resolution is to get a kitten and stop constantly moving like last decade. Question is, what are movies or games that you guys are looking forward to in 2020?
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, and they just released like a teaser thing that looks really, it's really cute.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Doom
Do I-
2000.
Monster Hunter Iceborne.
Final
For
Fantasy
PC.
7,
Yeah.
the remake.
Kingdom
Uh,
Hearts 3
17.
point whatever.
Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna play it.
Looking forward to Rune Factory 5. Oh my god, they get all of my money.
Trials of
immediately.
Mana. Remember?
Yes, Trials of Mana will get all of my money also immediately.
Dragon
Day
Fire.
one.
Yeah,
too.
and then Doom Eternal definitely.
Yeah, Doom
on
Eternal.
March.
That's gonna be good.
Final
Oh no!
Fantasy
If
7.
if it actually comes out in 2020, No More Heroes 3. I'm very excited for that.
Nice.
Ew.
Oh yeah, and Freedom Planet 2 if that comes out.
Yeah.
Also, now because I played Hollow Knight Silk Song, I now very much so want to play that when that comes out too. So
Well, very good. That's going to be a wrap here on the Semi Perfect podcast. We will be back in less than 2 weeks because we'll be back on our regular Wednesday evening schedule. So, Sarah, that will be the 15th of January. Yeah, thank you all for coming on out to the podcast. We're so excited that we're just going to type as hard as we can.
Type as hard as we can now.
But yeah, no, thank you again to all the podcasters for coming out. Thank you to our viewers. You guys are so wonderful. And yeah, we will see you all in 2 weeks. Have a wonderful beginning of your year. And this is Semi Perfect Podcast signing out. Good night, everybody.
You know.
Bye, Nee.
Bye, Nee.
Them ponies.
You're all jello.